Just in case you missed it, I'm driving a simulator on the back of a truck. What an interesting week for Formula One. It seems to be becoming the Max Verstappen show that I know. But anyway, I don't know about you, but did the Red Bull Ring, or shall we say Austria, didn't that sort of showcase a few things that were worth watching? It was fair to say track limits was the #1 hot thing. Every driver was snitching on every other driver, except for Max, because he was so far ahead. How do you fix track limits? Well, you put a wall there.
Build a wall.
That'll fix the track limits. It really is becoming the Max show, as everyone is saying. And I think it's good on him. You did see earlier on in the week, Lewis Hamilton was having a little bit of a dummy spit, so they should reel in the Red Bull. Now, Max was quick to reply with, no one said anything to Mercedes after they won 7 world championships in a row. Come on, Lewis, bad luck. Just unfortunate, it's not your time at the moment. The Red Bull Ring was full of all sorts of surprises, and you must admit, Max Verstappen, 2 laps left, putting on fresh tyres. He was 24 seconds ahead.
Have you got 24 seconds to do?
20 seconds to go through pits, bang, comes out and gets the track's fastest lap. Took out the trifecta of things he can do for Formula One: pole, winning, and the lap record. Well done, Max. So we did see a lot of stuff, but one thing, and the reason we are in a McLaren, is Lando Norris. What an outstanding drive. He actually thought he came 5th, but I believe he came 4th. Track limits also causing a problem. But all in all, probably a more exciting race than there has been for a while. Nothing to see here, but just in case you didn't see it, you might have seen the jetpack guy fall out of the sky at the Austrian Grand Prix. You can see by Oscar Piastri's face, it was pretty painful to watch. But anyway, he's alive. And it just made me think, has anyone died from these jetpacks yet? Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. This tiny little urn has caused lots of controversy in the time, but no more than what we have just witnessed in the second game in the Ashes over in England at the MCC. So just in case you didn't see what happened, the ball went past, the wicketkeeper grabbed it and threw it straight down because Johnny Bairstow had kept on walking outside the crease. Bang, hit the stumps, out of your crease. You're out. That's what happens. They're the rules of the game and we can't change these rules. Johnny Bairstow had done that many times before and now all of a sudden it wasn't good. Well, anyway, the crowd was rambunctious. All they were worried about was calling Australia cheats and hear the same old Aussie chants. Now, it was pretty ridiculous to see, but what happened in the long lunch break at Lord's? Well, a few of the, let's just say, pommies started to get into the Australians. Both Usman and Warner weren't too impressed, in fact, having to say, get out. And let's face it, this is where the players go. They shouldn't be interrupted by any of the spectators, yet they're getting abused. I've seen some sore losers in my time, and these are some losers. I believe they have suspended 3 of the members there. I hope they get a lifetime suspension, and I hope they're on ground duty, cleaning up all the tears from the rest of the Poms. Looking forward to game 3. Defending supercar champion, and I've said it once, I'll say it again, Shane Van Gisbergen is possibly one of the most talented drivers on the planet in almost any car he gets himself into. He just recently was in the Chicago NASCAR street circuit, first time they'd been there, and what a bloody race did he have. He actually was in 18th spot at one position, lots of jostling, but he was all over it. And I must admit, hearing the Americans talk about him afterwards, they were so pumped about someone that could come into their whole category and win. He's the first guy to do this for 60 years on debut with NASCAR. He is going to be loved. Gotta love Shane. Look, at the end, couldn't help himself. Burnouts. And you might recall the burnout at the Velo last year. Well, here it is again, just in case you missed it. SVG said at the end of his contract in Australia, which is 2024.
I'm doing 1 more year in Oz and then I'd love to come over here.
And it's great to have an Aussie out there killing it. I just wonder how he'll be going around in a circle though, not in a street circuit, because clearly Shane was way better than any other person on that track for the new Chicago street circuit. He can't actually leave to go to NASCAR until the end of 2024 because of his contract. If I was SVG, I'd be doing something about that contract, or could you do both? All you need is a private jet. I'm sure you got plenty of mates with private jets. They could fly you backwards and forwards and you can win both. Is that even possible? Hey Shane, I know one thing you haven't won, And that's the Australian Prototype Series. Now, there's an open invitation there, Shane. Next time you're at the Bend, let us know. Love to see what you like in my car. Just in case you missed it, I'm driving a simulator on the back of a truck.